Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Star Trek Online. This is, of course, Trexis, and I chose this game because I bought the game when it first came out 2 years ago, got the collector's edition, I got my first free month, and then I paid for 1 month, and after 2 months of playing, I called it quits. But now it's free to play, and even so, the reason why it's free to play is it got bought out by Perfect World, the same company who brought you Forsaken World, Perfect World, Jade Dynasty, their new game Rusty Hearts, and now they actually bought Cryptic Studios, so now they own Champions Online, Champions Free to Play Online, and Star Trek Online. All of the comic-looking stuff, they they bought it out. So now with Cryptic being part of the Perfect World Empire, as I'm going to call it, they messed with the gameplay. They made it hopefully a lot better than what it was. I know the ground combat was just horrible, and the space combat was the only fun part about it, and everybody compared it to EVE Online, and once you compare space combat to EVE Online, you know your game just is just a copy, and you need something different. So I'm actually going to show you guys a little bit about Star Trek Online. First, we're going to go through the character customization, and then, because, as I say, it's free to play, I'm going to spend some days actually playing it, showing you guys how the combat is, and of course doing my awesome commentary that you all love to listen to. Yay! So this is going to be a learning lesson for me as well. My actual main character is level 25. He is a lieutenant commander, and I'm not really going to be playing him for these videos because I'm actually going to be starting fresh because I need to relearn how to freaking play this game. So this video is going to be just going over the character customization, what all it looks like, how it all looks cool and everything, and then further videos are going to go through the next video I'm actually going to do will be the full tutorial mission base that they actually give you. They give you a long little tutorial episode. The way they do their missions is they go by episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, all that stuff within a certain story arc. It's one of the things I actually liked about this is that with their patches came a new season, came a new episode, came with new raids. I have never seen the in-game content of this, but hopefully maybe down the line I can actually get there with my pretty much. I also play DC Universe Online, and I'm getting back into the swing of things. And of course, I'm playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I cannot get enough of that game. I tell you that. But let's go ahead and go over the three career paths that you actually choose: engineering, science, and tactical. Engineering is best suited for the healer and tanks. That's pretty much it. They're not really a combination of both, but the way how you spec yourself and your skills and in your abilities determines if you're actually more suited to be a tank or most suited to be a healer. Now, of course, all three of them have DPS abilities or tactics as well, but that's where you just try to hone in on what you want to do. As in a healer, the engineers are adept at healing hull damage for space combat, and they also have strong shield healing as well to get your shields back up to where they need to be. They're focused primarily for survivability and the resilience in space combat, and they support the away team in both space and ground combat with fixed position automatic weaponry. Pretty much you build nice little turrets that either generate health, generates shielding, or it just shoots things. Yeah, that's really it. The engineers wear the gold color on their uniform, and that's the best way to really actually see what they are. I think the most noted engineer would have to be Mr. Sulu. Everyone knows George Takei. He is a funny little person. Funny little person on Facebook. Find him on Facebook. Be his friend. He has a lot of funny pictures. So let's talk about the science officer. The science officer is actually the most useful in healer, and he is also the buffer and debuffer of the roles. they provide healing and buffs for the allies and themselves, and also the powers to actually weaken and disable enemy vessels and NPCs. Also, I wanted to note that I'm also reading this stuff from the outdated wiki page, because there's really no other place to find stuff for this game. If there is, please leave in the comments below and help your fellow community out. I'm just trying to showcase another MMO that's free to play for people to play, because people get bored like I do. So that's pretty much it. They wear the color blue, and of course the most famous person wearing blue is either going to be Bones, or it's going to be, of course, Mr. Spock. Tactical officer, the red shirts, the people who die all the time. That's right, everyone knows the joke of the red shirts. If you wear a red shirt and you're on the away team, you'll never see that actor again. It's a true story. So the tactical officers are pure DPS, pure damage. That's all they do. Their space and ground combat, just nothing but DPS and damage. Their actual space, their space vessel is an escort vessel, which is actually the fastest of them, with the fastest ship out of the three that actually has a better turn rate to actually get behind or get in the perfect range to actually shoot things. Now, if you're wondering which one I'm going to go as, well, my main's actually an engineer. I just started a science officer with my girlfriend because she wants to try and understand the games that I play, and so I chose this game. I don't know why I chose this game. One, I chose it because it's free. Two, because I thought it would be simple. After playing it for about 20 minutes yesterday, I think both of us pulled our hair out. But it's okay. We're going to learn this together. Together. So I'm actually going to go off with a tactical officer because as a DPS, I want no responsibility. I just want to go in there and just shoot things and pretty much just bang my head on the keyboard and call it a day. I'm looking at you, Warlocks. I'm looking at you. So let's go ahead and check into here. So this is where we actually choose our species, and I can't really open this up, but it just says species and G. This is where, species and gender. Look at there. I can read. Well, first, I'm a man, so I'm going to choose a male. I'm not a kitty. I'm not whatever. So let's take a look at this. The species or the races that you actually choose, they have two, well, actually, you get a total of 4 traits. For humans, it's actually leadership and teamwork. For Andorian, you get acute senses, bonus perception, exploit damage, and all that stuff. Now, if you're wondering which race is actually better suited for if you're going to be the tank or the healer or just DPS, again, I was point to the outdated wiki page, and I keep saying outdated because it's really outdated. They even have a big bold block that says some of the information for this article is out of date or new information must be added. It just, I guess, the community just does not want to be part of this whatsoever. I don't know what to tell you, but let's talk about for the Federation. Of course, when you start playing the game, you start off with a Federation character. Once you get level 25 for your Federation character, you unlock the Klingon character. Now, since I'm free to play, and most people will be free to play, you can only have 3 playable characters. If you want more, you have to buy them on the C store, which is the Cryptic store, which is their marketing scheme. I don't play a Klingon. I don't want to be a bumpy forehead person. If that's racist, then call me racist. Please don't. I don't need that kind of lawsuit. I am so sorry for all those Klingons out there. So, let's take a look at this. The best Federation traits for each of them will be damage. You're looking at human. Reason is ground traits. You got teamwork, which is a 5% increase in exploit damage, and then you have you choose lucky, which is improved ground critical hit chance and exposed chance. Space traits, you got leadership, increases space repair rate, and accurate, which improved accuracy of space weapons. For tanking, you're wanting to be the Andorian. Reason for that is acute senses for ground traits, which is stealth detection, and aggressive is increased ground threat generation. For space traits, elusive is decreased likelihood of enemy scoring a direct hit on your ship, and then techie is increased repair and recovery rate. For the healing, you're wanting to be a Betazoid, which is right here. They have their ground tricks are empathetic, whatever. Empathic. There we go. We'll go with that word. Increased team regeneration, reduced threat, telepathic, increased perception, and creative, improve healing and damage of your kit. Within your space traits is astrophysicist, improve starship operations trainings. I mean, there you go. I mean, you're pretty much looking at that off the bat. Now, I mean, like I said, we can take a look at the Banjoran that has this nice little. I'll even move up to it. It has a nice little ear thingy. Isn't that cool? He has an earring. Creative, bonus damage and healing with kits. I mean, this is a nice healer as well. I mean, he has his stats for it. Oh dear God, look at this. No, oh no, God, oh, how can you walk around with tentacles from your nose? He looks like he has boogers. The Bullion. Well, okay, yeah, we're just gonna go with that. The Ferengi from Deep Space Nine, if anyone even cares. Look at this. Lobes, improve perception and exploit damage, discount on energy credits, and gold pressed Latium prices. Yeah, of course, he's a thief. Whatever. The pack lead with the bushy eyebrows. Oh man, I have not seen these in a while. The Regilian, which is a spirit walk, a heal and resist damage. That's kind of cool. The Saurian. His eyes freak me out. I'm moving away. And then we have the hobbits of the game. the Tellarite. Or the Tellarite, or however you want to pronounce it, really. Pig-headed. Hold, excuse me. Hold and placitate, resist. Chance for 10% damage buff when critically hit. And then physical damage resist, knockback resist. This is like the dwarf, I'm sorry. This is the dwarfs of the game. There we go. But, excuse me, since I am a damage, I'm actually just going to choose a regular old human. Because I can, and I'm a male. So let's go ahead and hit next. Now, you have your human trait pool, and then you have the required traits, leadership and teamwork. Those are your required. You cannot change those. I don't think. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think we can. But we can change the other two as well, which would be accurate and creative. Which, let's look at the accurate as a space trait. You get 10% accuracy, and creative as a ground trait improves the damage and healing of your kit powers. Kits are items you can collect that have various abilities. Some kit abilities can heal your allies, while others can damage your enemies. This skill improves those kit abilities. 5% all damage, 5% hit points. For the sake of argument, let's take a look at all of the traits here. We already know accurate. Astrophysicist is a space trait. Improves starship particle generators, flow capacitors, and sensor stats. And which enhance ships' exotic particle damage, energy drains, and stealth detection, as well as your confuse and placate resistance. Whatever. So we're looking at plus 10 starship sensors, flow capacitors, and particle generator. Those types of stuff we'll get into in later videos once we actually have the window open to show you what it all is. Covert's a ground trait. 1000% stealth. Wow. No one's going to be sneaking around me, apparently. And then a 10% exploit damage. We already know creative. Lucky is a ground trait. Increases the critical hit chance and exposed chance. Exposed just pretty much like knocks your enemy shields down so you can actually do more damage. Now look at there. It says right there, an exposed target will take bonus damage if hit with an exploit attack. Nice. Peak health, ground trait, improves maximum health and adds resistance to toxic damage. There you go. Resilient as a ground trait, provides plus 5 physical damage resistance and 5% plus 5 all energy damage. Stubborn increases a bunch of man, excuse me, bubble throat. It increases run speed resistance, stun resistance, and placate resistance. I'm just gonna call it placate, whatever. Sure-footed is another ground trait. The does plus 40 root resistance and 20 knockback. My god, my throat sucks. I am so sorry this was unprofessional. You're just going to hear me cough and choke throughout this video. We got Trekkie plus 10 Starship Hull Repair, which is always a good thing. And then Warp Theorist. Plus 10 Warp Core Potential and plus 10 Electroplasma System. It increases skills and all those. That's another thing that we're going to have to wait until we actually are in our ship and I can show you all that stuff. But I think I'm going to be fine. You want to make sure you have a mixture of space and ground because that's what the game does. It's a mixture of ground and space combat. I know when I made my first character, I think I did a mixture, but after finding out that I hated ground combat, I just stuck with upping my skills in space combat, and so I die a lot faster on ground. And that's my fault, and I will learn from that. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with these, so let's go ahead and hit next. Now we get to customize what the character looks like. You have your variants here, so let's go ahead and actually choose a black guy, white guy with mutton chops, Asian. Well, he just does not look happy. We have a baby face type of guy here, someone else that needs a haircut. Samoan. I'm going to go with Samoan. We have Jordy. Oh, we have Jordy. And then we have the old guy. Now, you can either use these variants or you can hit advanced. And when you hit advanced, you just go all sorts of hell on earth. Look at all this customization. This is what I like about the game. You have all this customization. Now, we can choose Humanoid 2 or Humanoid 1. I'm going to choose Humanoid 1. Let me go back to basic because I'm just going to go back to this guy and make him... I'm just going to make him pretty much the template that I'm going to work around. Now, your heroic, it's not really going to make it look too different. So we're going to show aged. Show some age on this guy. He's going to be super old. Oh, God, he's so wrinkled. I'm going to go with it. Now, scars and tattoos is going to be kind of hard to look at because you just can't see them very well. Well, the tattoo native, to see if there's anything. I mean, I'm not even, it's not showing me anything. Might be on the body or something, I don't know. Because, I mean, you choose it and then you don't really see it that well. Let me see if I can... Okay, I see it. I do see it. It's right there. It's just... So I'm actually going to reposition it right there on his face. I'm just choosing this. So we can actually... when you're doing these, you want to just change the color, I guess. There we go. I can see that a hell of a lot better now. Wow, these tattoos actually look kind of cool. I'm actually going to choose... What's a cool tribal? I'm going to choose that one. I'm not going to make it purple because I'm not weird. I'm also going to make it stand out a lot. There. There, that looks pretty cool. Now, I can't choose the eyes, which I'm kind of mad about. I wonder if I can find mine. Because I want that. Oh, yeah. Huh. Let's look at the eye attachment one more time. We have Jordy. That's pretty cool. And then we have this fake-looking Borg. I'm actually going to go with this. Actually, no. I'm going to go with 3. Do I want to change the color? I think I'm going to change the color. Oh, God, no. I do not want to change the color, do I, Mike? No, I'm not going to change the color. I'm just going to leave it as. Now, mouth accessory. We can have a beard. Some cool beards. Which is always good. Some mutton chops. I think I'm going to go with the Fu Manchu here. I'm going to stick with the eyebrows. I'm going to stick with the hair just like it is because that's pretty fun. And... of course, you have your basic head scaling options and your advanced head scaling options. I'm not going to touch this Because, man, that would take forever. So now that we have this, we're going to hit next. Now we have our head. Now we're going to take a look at our costume, our uniform. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, dear God, I hope I'm actually in the right spot. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the body size. My apologies. The window does not do it justice. So let's take a look at the normal, a little bulky in the shoulders, scrawny tall, a little fat, and a little subby. So we can take a look at the advanced as well. We can give him a basic height. I think I'm just going to make him 5'11". His stance, we can do a standard, we can do a brawler, creature, gruff, relaxed, stern, I got some swagger, thoughtful, and twitchy. Oh, he's moving his head. Isn't that creep? Oh, yeah, he's twitchy. He is now twitchy. Now let's look at shoulder. Oh, God, you can just goof around with this crap, can't you? Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. I do not want to... I like to be somewhat serious, but man, that's crazy. Yeah, you can randomize everything as well. This right here will reset all the body options to default, and then the one beside it will randomize everything. But I'm going to make him twitchy. That's why I like in a tactical officer. He's just freaking out, man. So now we take a look at our costume. We have variant. The variant 1 is what we're wearing right now. Variant 3. Variant 5, and Variant 6. This is actually pretty... Oh my God, I think I have a gut. Oh well, apparently I'm fat now. But... there it goes. I'm going to go with Variant 1, and this is where the fun really comes in for me. Because I like costume customization. So your upper is Sierra 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Interest 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, Sierra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, because I got the collector's edition when it came out, I got free access to Deep Space Nine, which raspberries to that. And then I have the Next Generation series. Yeah. And of course, you have the uniform for Next Generation film. But these Sierras and the Interas is actually a really cool design, and I really like them. But I'm gonna go with the original here. Go with the Wesley Crusher look, the fat Wesley Crusher. I feel like I'm gonna go back. I cannot be a fat guy. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go with one of the newer looks. Nah, series it is. Not going to touch anything. Now I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in, and you're going to see the emblem right here. You got the comm badge, which is normal. The command insignia, the operations, and then your sciences, and pretty much the command insignia would be what we are because we're tactical. But then we have the emblem from the motion picture, from the actual Next Generation film, and then from the Next Generation series. Series it is. I'm going to show my ensign right here on the collar. You can see that right there. So when you actually go up in ranks, you're actually going to see that right there. Now my bare hands, I'm going to go with some gloves. The gloves are not really... Oh my God, his thumbs are twitching too. So now let's take a look at the pants. You can go with some tights, some loose long, some knee high, or some mid ankle. Let's go with some knee high. We all cool like that. Now I'm gonna choose some different color here because I'm gonna match my uniform. Now the boots, you got boots leather, some combat, some bulky tall 2, and some soft boots. Go with some combat boots. See if I can go ahead and just change. I'm a color coordinated type of guy. I am. So that right there is our costume. Let's go ahead and hit next. Now we get to name ourselves, our bio. Let's go ahead and I don't know. Let's go with Trexlight because that's my name. Duh. I am on the USS. Oh God, I need a name for the ship. And of course, you can choose your random, which would be Croissant, Neverkasin, Anita, Coronia, Himalaya, Milano, Java, USS Java, whatever. Oh man. See, it's stuff like this you just kind of figure out, like, it hurts because you can't figure out everything in your mind. So what name should my starship be? You know what? I just got done eating some Pringles. USS Pringles. That's what we're going to go with. Now I'm, of course, going to call myself Trex. No middle name. My last name's going to be Light. So I'm actually going to be called Trexlight. Now down here you can make a little biography of yourself, give yourself a nice little backstory. I know for those people who have their fan scripts, they're going to all just go all of glitter because they can finally make their Star Trek character. Calm down, nerds. So that is our character customization. When we come back, we will actually be going straight into gameplay stuff for the tutorial mission, or I'm sorry, the tutorial episode. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time for the Star Trek. Please like the video, subscribe, heck, even comment if you like it, hate it. Please, I want to hear feedback. That's what I like to do. I like to read your comments. I like my phone to blow up with emails, nothing but YouTube. It becomes a good day when I get blown up on my phone. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys.